Sitting upright in your chair with your feet parallel and hip width apart, maintain equal weight between the base of the big and little toes and the heels. Have your hands on your knees. Sit up high on your sit bones. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Gently drop the ribs down to the hips. Widen your collarbones. Reach the back of the neck behind you. And finally, the crown of the head to the ceiling. Maintaining your posture, turn your chin over the left shoulder, finding a comfortable end range of motion. Keeping the collarbones wide, now look over the right shoulder, again finding a comfortable end range of motion. Let's bring the head back to neutral, and now drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And now reaching the left ear to the left shoulder, finding a comfortable end range of motion. Now repeat by bringing the right ear back to the right shoulder. And finally, the left ear to the left shoulder. Bring your head back to neutral and drop the chin to the chest. Roll your right ear to the right shoulder, then slightly lift your chin upward. Return your chin to the center of your chest, then bring your left ear to the left shoulder, then slightly lifting the chin upward. Repeat by bringing your chin to the center of your chest, right ear to the right shoulder, and lift the chin. And chin returns to the center of your chest, repeating on the left ear to left shoulder, and chin upward. Chin to chest, and return the head to neutral. Let's now do some slow and deliberate shoulder circles backwards. Keep that breath relaxed. And now reverse direction for some shoulder circles forward. Making our way to the thoracic spine, lift your arms up in front of you to shoulder height with the palms facing upward. Keep your hips square and reach your right arm behind you, having the chin follow the palm until you find a comfortable end range of motion. Breathe. Return the right arm forward and repeat on the left. Allow for the rib cage to twist in this exercise, but again, keep those hips square. We want to increase thoracic mobility while maintaining stability in the lower back. We're now going to bring those arms back up overhead into a Y position, palms facing each other. Let's start by reaching our arms over to the right, sending our rib cage gently to the left. Let's not let that right side of your torso collapse. Keep it nice and strong. Keep those scaps down the back, collarbones wide, and now reaching over to the left. Keeping a calm and gentle breath. If your arms get too tired, by all means, come out of this position, and when you're ready to go again, join back in. Again, we're reaching over to the right, rib cage gently reaching out to the left. Keeping those feet flat on the floor, sitting up nice and tall, and reaching over to your left one more time. And as this gets more comfortable, you can try bringing your arms a little bit closer together, even holding a beach ball between your hands. And then eventually interlacing your fingers Okay, this is the part we're actually going to stand. Let's now cross the arms in front of your chest and draw the belly button into the spine. Extend the thoracic back by lifting your chest upward and backward. Keep your neck and lower back in a neutral position, focusing on extending in the rib cage area. Keep that breath calm. And now return to neutral, arms to the sides, soften your knees, placing your hands on the chair in front of you. Hinge at the hip, keeping your spine neutral until you find a comfortable end range. Breathe in, and as you exhale, fold the body, allowing the back to round. Relax the back of your neck. Send those hips upward, and slowly returning to stand, rounding up one vertebra at a time. Once again, cross the arms over the chest and extend your upper back while drawing in your belly button. Again, returning to the neutral position, arms to the sides, soften the knees, and hinge. Inhale, now exhale and allow the spine to round, folding further, reaching the glutes upward and gently rotating your thighs inward. And now rounding up one vertebra at a time, slowly back to stand. And let's have a seat back down on the chair and place the second chair to the side and in front of you. And we're going to place that left leg up on the chair. Now sitting nice and tall, turn your belly button towards your left foot and hinge at the hip. You should feel a stretch in the inner thigh on the left leg and also the back of the upper leg, the hamstring of that left leg as well. And breathe. Really try to maintain a nice neutral spine. And now we're going to do a quarter turn on the chair. Place your right foot up onto. And now let's turn that belly button towards the right foot. And again, hinging at the hip. Don't worry about trying to get all the way down to your foot by rounding your back. Just hinge as far as you can go. Again, you'll feel a nice stretch in the back of the upper leg, the hamstring, and also the inner thigh. Let's bring our foot off the chair and sitting forward on your chair once again, hands on the knees. And what we're going to do now is cross that left leg over, the left ankle over your right knee. Again, sitting up nice and tall, high up on your sit bones. Encourage that left knee to drop downward. And if you want a little more stretch, you can also hinge at the hip slightly, leaning over your legs. Now you don't have to switch chairs, I just want to show you a different angle here. But let's now take that right leg, or right ankle, and bring it up over the left knee. Again, sitting up nice and tall, high up on those sit bones. Keeping a nice relaxed breath. Really trying to keep that back nice and flat. Don't let it round, and breathe. And if you need a little more stretch, just simply hinge at the hips. Great, let's bring both feet back down to the floor. We're going to stand it up, turn around, and you're going to place your hands on the back of the chair, and we're going to be doing somewhat of a standing downward dog. So instead of having to be down on the floor and putting a lot of pressure on our wrists and shoulders, you're going to place your hands on the back of the chair. Try to keep your legs fully extended, arms fully extended, and reach those armpits down to the floor, sending those hips up and back behind you. Relax and breathe. Let's now place our hands shoulder width apart on the chair and our feet hip width apart on the floor. Drop your belly button down towards the spine and gently look up towards the ceiling. And now rounding your back up towards the ceiling and dropping your forehead down towards your knees. And again, drop the belly button to the floor, gently looking up towards the ceiling, and rounding up towards the ceiling, dropping the forehead to the knees, and once again reaching the belly button down to the floor. Pull your shoulders down the back, finally rounding your back up towards the ceiling. Relax the back of your neck, reaching the forehead to the knees. Relax and return to stand. And finally, we're going to finish with a modified child's pose with the chairs facing together, about 1 foot to 1.5 feet apart depending on the length of your torso. Sitting back down on the chair, widen your knees and reach forward, dropping your arms and head onto the chair in front of you and reaching the glutes backward. Release the tension in your body. Relax your breath. Breathe into the pelvis. Gaining mobility takes time and consistency, so be patient with this process. When you're ready to sit up, do so. And congratulate yourself for doing something good for you. Great work today. Thanks for joining me, and be well.